Cleanliness, hygiene is a huge important part of the military. When we do operations overseas, etc., hygiene becomes a very important issue to keep people healthy. We have to check each other as teammates, which is a big thing in the military. Okay, we very much depend on each other. So this gets them into that frame of mind. Like I say, it's not about the card, it's not about having a smiley face in your sock. It's about attention to detail. Okay, making sure every little detail is covered so that you don't get caught on the other side. And this is what we start teaching here and why we start teaching it and why we enforce it.
It's at home, but every single one of them needs to be the same size. Okay, same thing as their underwear.
Oh, they still get the green card, right?
They do, yeah. They do have a template for them.
25 push-ups.
Right? Well, 25 per button. And at the same time, he was talking about the smiley face on the backside. It's to be folded 16 by 16 inches. Okay? And it is in order. She's got the blue thermal underwear. She's Air Force, so she'll be blue. As you can see, the bed, she's a little bit off today. Normally, this bed wouldn't stay because, the first top part is supposed to be 12 inches. This is supposed to be 12 inches and 12 inches. Well, she's 12 and a half and then almost 13 on the top part. Okay, with the hospital corner in there, which isn't quite ironed or creased in properly.
So she would have to redo it.
Oh yeah, because her staff would probably flip the bed.
So I felt bad because we had to cut the line to get to breakfast. And all these poor little military guys are like, we're in a rush too. We had 12 minutes to eat. And now everybody, as you can see, it's like chaos. I have to go back to my team.
Give them the good opportunity to train them and to have the opportunity to, if they did a mistake, they have to understand what would be the impact if it wasn't real at that moment. Okay?
We have all the tools here to show them exactly what to do and how to improve the way forward. Okay, so we're going to show you that this morning, and if you want to try it, of course you're going to try it. And I tell you to load the weapon. All you have to do is take the mag like that, take the magazine like that. Okay. After that, you grab the cocking handle with your finger like that, and you pull to the rear and let go. On the left side, you have the safety lever. Okay, so you flick it, the arrow forward, it's going to be unsafe. So you cannot pull the trigger. If you flick it up towards the ceiling, okay, it's on repetition, single shot. Every time you squeeze the trigger, it's going to fire. And to the rear, it would fire automatically. Put it in. Put the weapon on your shoulder the best you can. When you're done.
How was it, Kim?
It was tough. You breathe and it moves. We'll see if I did good. Because I close my eyes every time I shoot.
Your team has been tasked to search a house for potentially hostile armed personnel.
A little bit long, but at least you fired. You didn't spend 20 rounds either, and you fired. So as much as possible what you would get on the battlefield. Everything coming towards you is going to be enemy. Explosions, you get disoriented, you don't know what's going on too much. That's the goal of that. Okay? To try to recreate that as much as possible. Okay? So it gets hot right away. Imagine in real time. Okay? It's not something that's very fun. Final word?
That was crazy. It's really hard to see in the little thing, and you don't see the people running at you, and there's smoke, and it was tough. It was not easy at all. It's not a video.
Team Green off the bus now!
Woohoo! Now! Move your ass! Let's go, let's go! Can we leave stuff in here? Yes, you can leave stuff on the bus.
She's bossy.
1, 2, 3, 4. New leader? Okay. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Ma'am.
Because you won't be in the picture. Girl, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze.
So back at the dorms, it's my last night sleeping at the dorms. We just had our last gala dinner. It was really fun. They actually ended on a little friendly competition to see which team, blue, red, green, or purple, knew all the answers about everything we've learned in the last 3 days. And guess who won? Team green. Whoop, whoop, whoop. So I'm off to my last breakfast at the Mess in Saint-Jean. I have to admit that this experience totally blew my expectations away. I knew it was going to be fun, but I really didn't expect Military Wife to be this incredible and this rewarding. If you ever thought of entering the military, especially as a female, all I can say is do it. The Canadian Army, or the Canadian Forces I should say, is the only that have opened every single door to females. You can do every single job in the Canadian Forces, and they really, really surround you. They do their possible. If you can't do those push-ups, because I couldn't, I would have been sent to Warrior Training Program, where I have 90 days with a personal trainer to get to that fitness level. They're not going to turn around someone who's determined and who wants this just because they can't do push-ups. I think it's incredible. I think after all the speeches that we've heard from the amazing women who have made it in the military, to the amazing men who say that without the way women think, without the way women act, men would act very differently in the military, and that we need more women in the military. Like, I'm thinking of doing it. It's amazing. If you're interested, here is the website, and I say go for it. I really hope my video gave it justice, because I had the time of my life and I was only here for days. Imagine if you enroll.